Prepare to have your mind blown. We've just returned from the most isolated corners of the planet, places so remote, even Google Maps struggles to locate them. And what we found there isn't just fascinating, it's earth-shattering. Hidden beneath centuries of soil, vines, and silence lie astonishing ancient treasures that rewrite everything we thought we knew about human history. These are not ruins marked on tourist maps or featured in glossy history books. They are forgotten wonders, sleeping monuments of human brilliance that time itself almost erased. And today, we're taking you deep into the wilderness to reveal them for the first time. So, buckle up, because once you see what we found, you'll never look at history the same way again. What if the greatest stories of humanity weren't found in textbooks, but in the places the maps forgot? Our mission began with a question that refused to let go. How much of our true past remains buried, waiting patiently beneath the forests, deserts, and forgotten valleys of Earth? Every year, archaeologists uncover fragments, pottery shards, inscriptions, skeletons that rewrite tiny parts of our collective story. But what if we told you there are entire civilizations, unseen and undocumented, lying just beyond the reach of modern science? Our teams set out to find them, not in the comfort of museums or archives, but by trekking across some of the harshest terrains on Earth. Through rainforests untouched by roads, mountain passes where oxygen thins and silence reigns, and deserts where the wind carries whispers of forgotten dynasties. Our goal was simple: to uncover what the modern world had overlooked, to pull back the veil of time before these hidden treasures are swallowed forever by nature or destroyed by human expansion. The clock is ticking, history is vanishing, and we're racing against time to document what remains. It all started with a map, an old, weathered one found in a small Himalayan archive. It showed a series of ruins unrecorded in any known archaeological database. That's where our journey began. We loaded our gear, cameras, survival kits, GPS trackers, and set off toward the mountains. Every step of this expedition was a challenge. We crossed rivers without bridges. We followed roads that vanished into cliffs. There were days where the rain never stopped and the leeches never left. Nights were spent in hammocks, listening to the growl of unseen creatures just beyond the firelight. But it was all worth it. Because on the fifth day, when the mist finally cleared over a remote valley, we saw them, the faint outlines of carved stone emerging from the undergrowth. Towering walls, half swallowed by trees, staircases that seemed to lead nowhere, and symbols etched into rock, symbols that no known language could easily explain. Our first contact with the local villagers came soon after. They emerged from their homes, curious yet cautious, watching us with wary eyes. But as we shared our purpose, not to claim but to understand, their suspicion melted into warmth. One elder, with eyes as deep as the valley itself, said softly, "These stones are older than our grandfathers' grandfathers. They were not built by us, but we protect them." It was a sentence that would echo in our minds for days. The true revelation began as we started carefully clearing away the vines. Piece by piece, history came alive before our eyes. Beneath the roots of towering banyan trees, we uncovered massive stone carvings, intricate, precise, and utterly alien to any modern understanding of local architecture. Faces of deities, or perhaps forgotten rulers, stared back at us through time, their expressions serene and eternal. One chamber revealed carvings of celestial constellations, perfectly aligned with the night sky, as it would have appeared thousands of years ago. Another structure bore strange, circular engravings that seemed to depict a solar calendar, one more accurate than some of the earliest recorded systems known to us today. Experts we later consulted estimated these formations could be over 6,000 years old, predating known civilizations in the region. Yet the locals had known about them all along. They simply never thought the world would care. This discovery didn't just rewrite local history, it challenged global timelines. How could such advanced knowledge of astronomy, engineering, and art exist in such isolation at such an early date? As we spent more time in these remote villages, we began to realize something profound. These ancient ruins were not abandoned. They were alive in the memory of those who lived nearby. One village elder led us to a cave, whispering tales of a city beneath the ground that had been swallowed by the earth after a great fire from the sky. Another told us that their ancestors once traded with travelers from distant lands, before the rivers changed their course. Their stories blended myth and memory, but within those words were undeniable fragments of truth. Yet, despite their reverence for these sites, these communities face an impossible challenge. Modern expansion is creeping closer. Illegal logging, mining, and unregulated tourism threaten to destroy what time itself could not. Climate change adds another layer of danger as heavy rains and erosion slowly eat away at carvings that have survived for millennia. These locals are the true guardians of antiquity, but without awareness, without support, even their vigilance may not be enough. This is why documenting these places, ethically, respectfully, and collaboratively, matters more than ever. As our expedition came to an end, we stood on a ridge overlooking the valley dotted with ruins, and a single thought became clear. History isn't something trapped in the past. It's alive, breathing through the stones, the soil, and the people who carry its memory. The discoveries we made were more than just relics. They were mirrors, reflecting humanity's resilience, creativity, and deep-rooted connection across time. We realized that our species has been building, dreaming, and exploring for far longer than our textbooks ever dared to suggest. Each discovery raises more questions than it answers. Who were these people? How did they reach such heights of engineering and knowledge in isolation? And how many more lost civilizations lie hidden, waiting to be found in the untouched corners of our world? Our findings have already sparked new research expeditions. Scientists are eager to analyze soil samples, study satellite imagery, and record oral histories to trace these forgotten cultures. But more importantly, we've seen firsthand the power of curiosity, how one question, one mystery, can unite explorers, locals, and dreamers from all walks of life. In the end, history isn't just about what we uncover, it's about how we protect it. Every ancient wall, every inscription, every whispered legend is a thread in the vast tapestry of humanity. And it's up to all of us to ensure those threads aren't lost forever. So next time you pass a forgotten ruin or hear an old story told by a firelight, listen closely. Because hidden in those echoes may lie the next great revelation of our shared past. The earth still holds countless secrets, sleeping beneath its forests and deserts, waiting for those brave enough to look. These discoveries remind us that history isn't just something we read, it is something we live among. And as long as explorers keep seeking, storytellers keep sharing, and viewers like you keep believing, the past will never truly be lost. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If this story sparked your curiosity, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next expedition. We have so much more to show you.